Hello and welcome to Rotten Reads. My name is James, and on this episode, I have my July reading wrap up, and this is just covering the horror books that I read, because I want to keep this channel mainly horror related. So first up on my list is Highlights by CJ Leede. This was a really good story. I enjoyed it a lot. I initially assumed it was going to be more of a thriller, but it turned out to be a lot more than that. There's like some really cool paranormal aspects to it, some FBI procedural story elements, along with some cultish kind of stuff. And it sounds like a lot, but CJ Leede managed to bring all that together in a really great story, pretty spooky as well. Definitely recommend that one. And then we have Nothing Tastes as Good by Dumas. This is a pretty new book. This was a story that really touched on some personal issues that I have struggled with most of my life, with like obesity and self-esteem. And so this book really hit home for me. Now, the overall story is about a guy who does this weight loss program, and it causes him to want to eat people. And so it's a really good story. My only issue was with the main villain kind of turning sort of like this villain mastermind kind of comic booky kind of character. But I don't think it really ruined my overall experience with the book. I still recommend you read it. And then we have Something in the Walls by Daisy Pearce. This was another story that kind of turned into something I wasn't really expecting. It's about a reporter and a psychologist who investigate a family's haunting in a remote village in England. And it sort of reminded me of the Edenfield haunting. If you've seen that or read anything about that, it was a little bit of a slow burn, but it kind of became this paranormal mystery kind of story, which I really liked. And again, this is another really good read. Something in the Walls by Daisy Pearce. I will say it is kind of a slow burn, but not so much that you just get bored reading it. And then next we have Hex by Thomas Olde Heuvelt. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. This was probably the most interesting story that I've read in recent memory. The concept was really creative. It's about a 200-year-old witch that moves around this town, and there is this local government agency called Hex that keeps an eye on the witch and try to contain her from getting out into the world because they don't want her curse to spread. And essentially, if she whispers to you, she can cause you to kill yourself. This was a really good read. I liked it a lot. It was another slow burn, but it was interesting. It was pretty darn spooky. I didn't think it was going to be. Like, I thought at first it was like a fun story, and then all of a sudden it just took this really dark turn, and that surprised me. So that's Hex by Thomas Olde Heuvelt, whatever. Really good read. Then we have Morsels by Abe Moss. Now, this was originally independently published, but it was picked up by Zando and their new horror imprint called Evil Twin. And I listened to the audiobook, and the audiobook is really, really good. It's really well done. It reads like a movie, and the pacing is really, really good. And think of it as it's kind of Off Season by Jack Ketchum meets Cryptids, if that makes any sense. Really cool concept, really spooky. There's a good amount of gore in this one, so if you're a gore hound, definitely check this one out. I liked it quite a bit. I liked it more than I thought I was going to. Then I have We Used to Live Here by Marcus Kliewer. I liked this one a lot more than The Caretaker. The Caretaker, to me, the main character was insufferable, and that was basically a story about the world's worst employee. This one, however, really played into anxiety and paranoia. I really connected with the main character because I also have general anxiety disorder. And so when this family knocks on her door and says, "We used to live here, can we come in?" I'm thinking, I don't even answer the door. Like if somebody rings my doorbell and I open up my Ring app and I see them, I won't even say, "Hello, can I help you?" I just watch them until they go away because I don't want to answer the door because that's how bad my anxiety is. So when she let them in, Mom's like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" But this was a really cool story. It did end up being like a paranormal kind of thing. I thought it was just going to be like a thriller, like home invasion kind of thing. It was not that at all. It would turn into something completely different. Really enjoyed this one. If you read The Caretaker, you didn't like it, you might like this one. If you did like The Caretaker, you're probably going to like this one as well. And then I have Cross My Heart, I Hope You Die by Mallory Arnold. This was provided to me through Sourcebooks Audio and Libro FM. The audiobook was really well narrated. It was narrated by an entire cast. This definitely was a sort of slasher mystery where these three women find out that their boyfriend has been dating all three of them. So they invite him to a cabin where they're going to take revenge on him. They're just planned on scaring him. That's what they all say. I just wanted to scare him. But things went really, really bad. It's a really good read. The audiobook was great. It was pretty short. I think it's like maybe 5 hours, something like that. And if you're like me, you listen to audiobooks on like 1.8, 2.0. It's a really quick read. Definitely recommend that one. I did have one DNF last month, and that was Within These Walls by Anya Alborn. I said it right this time. I DNF'd this one at 60%. It just wasn't going anywhere. I was bored with it. Nothing was really happening. Like, it was about like 100 pages or so before anything even remotely scary happened. I even tried like I said, I tried the audiobook. Audiobook didn't do it for me, so I gave up. And I mentioned in the June reading wrap up that Anya Alborn is either hit or miss for me. This one was definitely a miss. So there's my horror reads for July. If you want me to do my romance reads, let me know in the comments. I'll go over those. Or you can follow me on Instagram. I'll definitely put those on Instagram. But until next time, my name is James. You've been watching Rotten Reads, and I'll see you in the next one. Good night, y'all.